So I've had these Sabo powerlifting shoes for absolutely years now, and as you can see, they are pretty battered. And even though I'm not currently competing in powerlifting, I thought it was time for a little upgrade.
Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Whoa. Climate change, don't need lames. I need God. I make the sauce. I mean, yeah. Glory to God. Shooters aim. I got range. What are the odds?
So these are the AVANCUS High Tops version 2, and first things first, looks wise, they look absolutely incredible. If I compare them to the Sabos, granted these are absolutely battered, I just think they look a lot nicer and a lot trendier. The thing that I noticed straight away compared to the Sabos is the width of them. So these are a lot wider, and the grip as well. So there's virtually no grip on the Sabos. Again, granted these are pretty worn, but the grip just looks absolutely incredible on these. And the fact that they're wider just allows, presumably, for better surface area in the squat and the deadlift. But once I actually try them out, I'll actually be able to feel that for myself. But the extra grip in particular is going to be really helpful on the bench, because I have started to slide when I'm pushing into my leg drive with the Sabo, so I think the amount of grip that these offer will eradicate that for sure. So it is a little bit awkward timing getting these, because I'm no longer competing in powerlifting, but I am still doing the movements within my training, so squatting, benching and deadlifting, and I needed something which was a bit of an upgrade from these old bangers. So I thought I'd give these a go just because I have seen a lot about them online. So yeah, we'll give them a go, we'll try them on, see what they're like for comfort first and foremost, and then see how they perform.
Climate change, don't need lames. I need God. I make the sauce. I mean, yeah. Glory to God. Give me the turn. Watch it burn. Let it go. On my bros, on my Lord, we won't stop.
So obviously looks are important, but what's arguably more important is the comfort and how they actually feel. And first impressions are they are really comfortable. They feel really good, especially around the ankle where there is that nice bit of support. That's one of the reasons why I like wearing high tops. I like a lot of ankle support. Around the forefoot here, obviously they are a little bit wider, especially compared to the Sabos, and there is a little bit of movement, but I can see why they're designed that way, so you can have an equal distribution of pressure around your sort of foot when you're pushing down with a squat or a deadlift. So I can see the function why they've done that. It's just going to be something that I have to get used to, because I like a shoe which has got a little bit more compression on the foot maybe. I like that sort of feedback around my feet, but maybe that's something that would actually help me in the long run, is having a little bit more of a distribution of that pressure in my foot. In terms of the function of the actual shoe, is a very minor detail, but the end of the shoelace is quite flimsy, and I nearly broke it just putting it through one of the holes here. So I can see that these are going to sort of wear quite quickly, but that's nothing to do with the comfort. It's more just to do with the style and the function of the shoe. Apart from that, really good. So this week I will be squatting, benching and deadlifting, so I'll have a chance to try it for each of the movements, but today is bench, so let's go and see how we get on with them today.
Either that or your park in the car. I did it for the kids like LeVar. Talking wild while the family ball. Hey boy, please chill. Why you keep it so real? Got the whole room laughing and your face blue still. All that comes with the pressure. So much for a deal. My boy just got rich, broke in with a meal. I feel your pain, forget the fame. I feel the flames, known from the climate change. Who run it?
Climate change, don't need lames. I need God. I make the sauce. I mean, yeah. Glory to God. Give me the turn. Watch it burn. Let it go. On my bros, on my Lord, we won't stop.
Right, round one of using the AVANCUS shoes complete. Bench press on Monday was a success. The main thing I was focusing on was the grip on the floor. Obviously with bench press you want to make sure that you've got good leg drive, and I have had issues in the past with my sabos and other trainers at slipping or not quite getting my feet in a nice grounded position, but with these I definitely feel like you do. There's plenty of grip there, you feel very rooted to the floor, which allows you to really push through your leg drive. So from that point of view, really good with the bench. For the rest of the week I'm not really going to be doing too many powerlifting movements because my attention has been well and truly shifted to strongman. So I officially start my strongman prep for my comp in October today. So I've been sent over my program, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in the next video because there is going to be some big changes to my programming. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with some axle and some log wearing these today, and then later in the week we'll be doing some deadlifts. So how did these fare doing the axle clean and press? Not as good as I hoped, to be fair. In terms of the actual static part of the movement, so the clean, they were absolutely fine. But when it came to the jerk and the press, they just didn't quite feel right. I feel like on the clean and press or the axle, I'm gonna have to use something like a weightlifting shoe. I think that's gonna just feel a little bit more natural. I don't think these are even gonna be suitable for things like the yoke and sandbag carries and just moving events. For whatever reason, they just don't feel as good when you're actually moving in them. I feel like they're very much fit for purpose in terms of static movements, so squat, bench and deadlifts, and I'll be able to put that to the test further today because I have got static movement in the form of actual deadlifts. So that is my week concluded in terms of my training. What are my final thoughts on the AVANCUS high top shoe? Definitely suited more towards static movements, so the powerlifting movements, and I found them really useful for deadlifts on Thursday, but I really don't get on with them for moving events. And that's not to say that's going to be the same for everybody, but they're quite a wide shoe, as I've already mentioned. I've got quite a narrow foot, so there's quite a lot of room in the shoe. So when I'm sort of doing a static movement, my foot can spread quite nicely, but I feel like I don't get the same effect when I'm actually running or doing more of a dynamic movement. So I would say they're definitely more suited to static movements for me. So I've already discussed the looks, the comfort and the performance, but I haven't discussed the price. How much did I actually pay for these? So from what I remember, because I can't actually find my receipt, and these are no longer actually available online on the website at the moment, I think I paid £74 for the shoe itself, but then the shipping cost a hell of a lot as well. So these are an American brand. I got them shipped from America, and that cost 50 quid in shipping. So overall it's around about 120 to 130 quid. So it's quite expensive. It's probably on the higher end, especially because of those shipping costs. So would I recommend it on price alone? Probably not, especially with that shipping. But for £74, I think that's not unreasonable. They are a very good shoe in terms of the performance and everything. I think they look good. So overall, would I recommend them? Yes, I would. The only annoying thing is the fact that they are so white and so clean looking that inevitably they're going to start getting dirty, and in fact they're already starting to show some marks on them a week in, but that is just part and parcel of training and being in a gym environment where not everything is squeaky clean. But yeah, I absolutely love them. They look really good and look forward to hitting some new PBs in them very soon.